First leg, Rob, to throw first. Game on.
That was on the floor, where Dev Chisnall in the early part of the season was certainly relentless. Rob Cross has produced brilliant stuff all year as well, culminating in that World Matchplay triumph as he joined that very exclusive club of players to have won both the World Matchplay and the World Championship. But Dev Chisnall
57.
certainly has a game to go with anyone. He will outscore most of his opponents, Dev Chisnall, if his darts stay in the board, because he didn't have a lot of luck in that department this afternoon.
No, he didn't.
84.
He saw the funny side in that win against Ricky Evans. He has joked that he may be struggling with a bad back this evening.
100.
That was his parting comment before he went on stage, from picking all the darts up.
Clever, that.
Well, it's about as clever as you're going to get.
95.
Well, I mean, Michael van Gerwen is probably absolutely loving it because he's won a huge number of games in a row against Dave Chisnall. And Rob Cross, he can average 105 against everybody in the world, game after game after game, and just doesn't seem to be able to turn it on against MVG. That has to change at some point. Maybe it's here. Maybe tonight.
100.
Rob Cross could beat Dave Chisnall and then beat Michael van Gerwen, and then it sparks a genuine rivalry between those two. Well, Chizzy has slammed into the wire there, I think.
120.
Not a bad response, though, is it?
Rob, you require
Super recovery from Dave Chisnall, forcing Rob Cross to complete this ton-plus combination, which he needs a bull to complete.
99. Dave, you require 87.
Will it be a dart at the bullseye for Chizzy at the end of this? He'll be hoping to get 2 at double 18. He does get 2 at double 18.
69.
And it is the tricky switch, as we call
Rob,
it.
you require 25.
It was a chance for Chizzy. Rob Cross doesn't often give more than one chance.
Game on the first leg. Rob Cross.
The outer
Second
ring
leg,
is
Dave,
found first dart by
Game
Rob
on.
Cross, who holds throw. Only dropped 4 legs this weekend, all 4 to Darryl Gurney after that 6-0 win over Marvin Vader, the host nation qualifier. Chizzy's only dropped 3. 6-2 against Ryan Meikle and 6-1 against Rapid Ricky Evans.
$93.
As you say, winner to take on MVG. Could be a clash between the world's top 2 in the semi-finals here. It was a clash between Cross and MVG in the final in Mannheim a couple of years ago. Chisnall opens a maximum account. And the other half of the draw sees Johnny Clayton take on James Wade, and Joe Cullen meet Glenn Durrant, who averaged 110 in a victory against Gerwin Price in the match of the day.
Ah, Chizzy. Welcome, Dave Chisnall, the biggest 180 hitter in world darts. Back-to-back maxes. Cross just needs to be clever about how he goes about his business here. Now for the 19s.
99. Dave, you require 83.
Right.
Treble 17. Bullseye.
58.
Same outcome.
Rob, you require 170.
With his attempt in the previous leg. He'll love an attempt in this leg.
Not going to get one in this visit.
93. Dave, you require 25.
He has hit the 9. Thought for a moment he drifted into the 14 and it would cost him a dart at a double. He'll compose himself and look at the target that Cross hit in leg 1. And hit it himself.
Second leg, Dave Chisnall. Third leg, Rob, to throw first. Game on. $57.
Chisnall made a strong start, could have been leading 2-0. Missed darts at
93.
double 18 and double 9 in the first leg.
First time they've met on the European circuit since 2017, when they had a bit of a battle.
60.
Had a quarter-final in Sindelfingen. Chizzy won that one. They had a meeting in the third round in Gibraltar. Cross won that. And then they met again at the European Championship, the culmination of the European Tour, where Cross beat Chizzy 10-7, went all the way to the final, of course, his first major final.
So a few dart players in the crowd. Plenty of them still here, actually, because they will
85.
be a very busy flight to Manchester tomorrow, as many of the pros head to Barnsley for the Tuesday and Wednesday Players' Championship double-header.
180.
There you see Ross Smith, Mark McGeaney sticking around.
135. Dave, you acquire 131.
Dave Chisnall's doing more than sticking around. He has another chance to break the cross throw.
Oh, he's accidentally hit the double. That leaves him double 11. He wanted single to lead tops. Does that mistake hurt him?
'83. Dave, you acquire 22.
Well, he could choose to split this if he so wishes. Dave decides to strike.
From the third leg, Dave Chisnall. Fourth leg, Dave to throw first.
Break a throw in this one.
Game on.
Chizzy looking to win a fourth consecutive match against the world number 2.
We have seen a few runs
like
that. Chisnall racking up the maximums in this match. 4 legs in, and he's hit 4 180s already. Only just into the fourth leg.
134.
As you said, he does tend to outscore most of his opponents, but he is heavily outscoring Rob Cross in the early stages of this encounter.
Yeah, we saw this afternoon Johnny Clayton had a 4-win run against Ian White that he extended.
Yeah, not many people have beaten Ian White 4 or 5 times in a row. Not many people have beaten Rob Cross 4 or 5 times in a row.
Problem for Dave Chisnall is that he's got quite the opposite run against his next potential opponent.
Yes, well, think about that one in a bit.
57.
If Cross can find a couple of trebles here, it opens up the leg again, but that one doesn't help.
42. Dave, you acquire 143.
Chisnall has 6 darts from 143 to open up a gap.
$107.
Very nicely done, Chizzy. Big fan of that double 18 segment normally. He did miss it earlier on in the very first leg. Had he hit it, well, Chizzy could be looking at a potential 4-0 lead.
Yeah, Dave, you did hit it when he wasn't going for it in the last leg.
Game shot the fourth
but he got what he wanted then, and he's exactly where he wants to be. 3-1 up.
Game on.
And Rob Cross having to take on the role of chaser. This is turning into a very, very impressive performance from Dave Chisnall.
58.
There you see, 108. 120 first 9 average. I'm not sure that the dart on the floor affected that too much.
No, it looked like it came out the 5. So I think he's had 2 on the floor. They both come out the 5 segment. So if they're going to fall out of the ones where you're not going to get many points for them.
134.
Is there a fight back in this from Rob Cross? Because he is very much second best at the moment.
137.
Well, the way that Chizzy is scoring, even if Rob Cross does get his act together, he might still find it very, very difficult to live with the Danish Darts Open champion.
You require 147.
Not going to complete the 147 combination, and he's not going to be helped by that. Not happy, Dave Chisnall. It has hampered him all day, and that one did seem to bounce out of the treble.
Yeah, looked a good dart, didn't it? And you can laugh those off when you're 5-1 up against Ricky Evans, but when you're up against the world number 2 in a quarter-final, they mean more.
37. Rob, you require 66.
Go on, Rob, toy with him. Miss on purpose.
Doesn't miss double 18 much.
Game on the 5th leg, Rob Cross.
Well, there certainly was purpose in that visit from Rob Cross, as he cuts the lead to a single leg again, but Chisnall will throw to restore a 2-leg cushion. Just to try and put the bounce out to the back of his mind.
81.
They were, of course, teammates at the World Cup of Darts last year.
Yeah, not really happened for the England team at the World Cup the last couple of years.
59.
Cross has been involved in it. Beaten by a superb display from Ireland, it has to be said.
Yeah, it was the Belgian brothers that did for... Or was it Dimitri when
43.
Chisnall and Cross were together?
Yes, it was an excellent display from the Belgians. Dimitri now, of course, the Belgian number 1.
94.
Rob Cross effortlessly finding that 54 when he starts hitting the 18 segment first dart. You know
140.
Chizzy also partnered Adrian Lewis, didn't he, in his World Cup debut. Got to the semi-finals. Played in many, many big finals.
59.
Dave Chisnall yet to get over the line. But it's certainly not beyond his talents.
63 scored.
120.
Gets him down to a 2-darter. And Rob Cross has a chance to find the break of throw that he needs to get back. But this is going to leave Chizzy tops.
138. Rob, you require 94.
Chizzy fans in the house. They'll be happy so far, but maybe less so if Rob Cross cleans this up.
Does he go double-double? No. Gets the treble.
86.
Cannot find double 8. Opportunity missed by Rob Cross. Dave Chisnall put himself in the position to get 3 darts to re-establish the 2-leg lead.
$35.
Well, he's getting further away with each dart there, wasn't he?
Said before that Rob Cross doesn't usually offer more chances than one, and he hasn't.
Rob Cross, 7th leg, Rob.
Breaks back, effectively takes command of this quarter-final.
$100. $96.
Mannheim crowd absolutely absorbed with this. You hear the gasps with every miss at the double from Dave Chisnall in that penultimate visit of the previous leg.
96. $60.
Well, Chizzy, he hit 5 180s in the first 5 legs of this. But the scoring has just not managed to continue. His average has dropped a good 7 points or so. It's still over 100. It's still an impressive display, but that first dart is going low and it's forcing him to look elsewhere on the board.
.96.
Just starting to look like a man that is struggling a little bit.
Cross making hard work of this.
77.
Rescues it and gets himself down to a finish. The biggest finish in the game. One that we've seen on more than one occasion this weekend at the European Darts Matchplay.
Could be a big exchange coming up here.
137.
Dave Chisnall's 137 has left him on a rather handier finish. And he is going to get a go.
115. Dave, you require 112.
He'd have taken this before the leg started. 112 to break straight back. Had another option there, Dave Chisnall.
76.
Well, another St Helens man, Michael 55. Smith, would have looked at the 54 there. It leaves an odd double. But at least a dart at an odd double is better than no dart at all. Certainly. Rob Cross gets the double he wants, but only just.
Didn't even move to manoeuvre around the blocker there, did he, Dave Chisnall?
No. Yeah.
23.
I mean, neither of those look
Dave,
like
you require 36.
In the end, Chizzy has a chance to cash in on that scrappy visit from Cross.
Well, Dave Chisnall does not want to take any lessons from Rob Cross from that visit.
Been here before. It didn't work out.
27.
And it hasn't worked out again.
Rob, you require 32.
Dave Chisnall missed double 18 and double 9 in the first leg to break Rob Cross. He's missed it again here in the 7th. And Rob Cross has had a shocker there.
21.
What is going on?
Yeah, he threw that last dart away in anger. And both players left in precarious positions in what could prove to be the key leg of the match.
It could be, but Rob Cross, what has happened over the last couple of visits where he has missed those doubles by such a margin? Not even hitting the right segment.
Dave Chisnall taking his time, composing himself. Double 2.
Game on the 7th leg. Dave Chisnall.
Chizzy breaks. Chizzy leads. Chizzy apologises, but there's only one person that should be apologising. It's Rob Cross to himself for some shocking attempts at the outer ring. Very uncharacteristic of the world number 2. Could cost him the match.
We may have seen him in the background as Dave Chisnall took a shot after the darts at double 18, kind of gesticulating that he'd had a bit of a snatch in his throw. And it seems to have carried on. Just starting to wonder if there has actually been a twinge in the arm or something. Well,
he has had a few of those scoring. His first dart has been dragged into the skinny bit of the 1, and it's consistently being pulled low and to the right. That's why he missed hitting the 4 segment, going for double 18, hitting the 7 segment, going for the double 16. And Rob Cross, who's noted for that absolutely
89.
flawless follow through with his arm, that extension of the throwing arm. Great technique about him. Well,
60.
I mean, it's just an odd thing to see and to happen so regularly over the last few visits.
Yeah, we've just seen another dart drift right into the treble 3.
96.
Trying to battle through it, Rob Cross, whatever it is. May it just be purely a mental thing. When you're trying so hard not to do something,
100.
The law of attraction says that you end up doing it.
Maybe an overcompensation there. And that's the thing, if you've got something like that, then you start thinking about it, and then you try and counteract it, and then you're not throwing in a natural or normal way, and all sorts of things can break down as that one goes in, and then it goes out.
Well, that one went in the same spot and stayed in.
61.
I mean, I think you can actually see the hole next to it where he's gone in there. And it may be that it doesn't matter.
65. Dave, you require 75.
Oh, confused about the use of the bullseye there, but I suppose it does mean one treble gives him a bullseye finish.
It's been a confusing second half of this match, hasn't it? It was shaping up to be something really special. It's all got a little bit nervy.
Chizzy's not even confident where the darts have landed at the minute.
Game shot on the 8th leg.
No
Dave
problem
Chisnall.
with where that one landed though, and Dave Chisnall is 2 legs in front. Now the last time he went 2 legs in front, Cross got things going,
42.
levelled the match, but that visit does not constitute getting things going. Ooh, I've seen that one before from Chiz. Oh,
I've seen that one before from Chiz.
Hey.
20.
Oh, he just holding his hands up as if, so what am I supposed to do? I'm throwing them. They're going where I want, and they're just not sticking in.
I have to say, from Rob Cross, this has got to be one of the worst performances we've seen
46.
this season.
Yeah, it looked like he was getting things together, didn't it? And then, I mean, he's missing by a distance here.
47.
He started playing on the 19s, and he can't even hit the 19s. Very, very strange.
Set to average in the high 80s. The only other time we've
47.
seen that in recent months was at the Melbourne Masters, a match he won 6-2 against Robbie King. Everything else from Rob Cross has been in the high 90s or low hundreds most of the year.
140.
Not
out of the match yet, though.
Well, unreally, we're in leg 9. Rob Cross has only had 2 scores of 140 or more. I mean, that just doesn't happen, does it?
Looks likely to take it to a 10th leg.
Oh, it's one of those, take a step right and all it does, it changes your angle and ends up going further left than you'd planned. But he does get himself 2 darts for the leg, assuming he can hit the big 18, which is not a given, to be honest, with the way Rob Cross has thrown over the last 3.5 legs.
Could see 2 4s and a bull.
Yeah, he might do. There we go, now double top.
Game shot on the 9th.
Well, for all of that, Rob Cross is 1 leg away from Dave Chisnall. And this game is still alive.
Should he switch?
135.
It's an absolute flyer from Rob Cross, that first dart.
95.
Just see him gesturing with his hand there. Is he on about how they're flying? Is he on about how he's letting go of them? Just not really sure.
60.
Neither player has looked comfortable at all.
Dave Chisnall, in the last 4 or 5 legs, has gone from averaging 108 and looking at $1 million to averaging just over 90.
140.
And Rob Cross, who himself has seen his average decline over the last few legs, is actually getting closer to potentially winning this game,
42.
bizarrely.
Could end up overtaking him in the averages and overtaking him in terms of legs won by the end of the match.
Oh, there's that one into the 1. And a shake of the head, because Rob Cross knows
41.
It's an issue. It's plagued him in this match. He'd stolen the darts effectively here, and now he's given Dave Chisnall a real chance. Oh my.
Well, here, a ton from Dave Chisnall would have left him on a finish. Now he's got to find 2 trebles with 2 darts.
Yeah, Ross Smith explaining to Rog that it's gone into the board and then fallen out. I think Rog knows. Seen it enough. Oh, it's sticking in the floor.
Had
to make the boards out of carpet.
Have to give credit to Simon Whitlock for a quip that he made. He's here practicing ready for the Pro Tours at the weekend, and he's claiming that he didn't have any bounce outs in his match. He said it's when they go near the wires that they're having the trouble. He said the problem is I didn't get near the wires.
81.
Rob Cross got near a couple of wires there and managed to stick it in. He's left himself a finish. Chisnall can put the mess of the last visit behind him and leave himself on the brink of victory unless Rob Cross can produce something special.
It'll be the 18s route here, won't it, for Rob Cross? It's on, and it looks like a good guide. And he's followed it. And Rob Cross might be about to produce an absolute iron ring monster of a shot to save his skin and give him a chance of winning this game. Oh, and he's miles away. He yanks it down again.
Davey requires 64.
An anticlimax. It was a potential perler from Voltage. But his tournament could be about to fizzle out.
Can Dave Chisnall hold his nerve? Can Dave Chisnall get him to stick in the board? Tops.
44.
Oh, it just doesn't quite reach.
18.
Dave denied at match point. He's been denied on double nine a couple of times in this match, as is Rob Cross. Wow, that was close to the treble. Double four. Somehow he finds a way. And Rob Cross now has the darts to win this quarter-final. It has been one hell of a slog for the pair of them, but it will all come down to this leg.
It almost defies description, this contest.
100.
Dave Chisnall could do no wrong in the early part of it. In fact, were it not for a couple of misses in the opening leg, he could have been 4-0 up and averaging close to 110.
96.
And then it all started to go wrong. He started to miss. The darts started to stop sticking in the board.
83.
The problem with that as well, we spoke about the mental side of Rob Cross's fault in his throw earlier on. You can perhaps try and throw your darts a bit harder or something,
60.
and that is changing your technique, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
even if it is that, whatever it's down to, whatever the reason is that the darts have fallen out of the board, whether it is just horrendous bad luck, the board, the points, whatever, if it affects how Dave Chisnall throws, it's going to affect the outcome. There it is again.
$77.
Yeah, he's actually very, very frustrated now, Dave Chisnall, as you can see. And
well,
who wouldn't be?
Exactly. He would have got more match darts were it not for bounce outs in the previous leg. He knows Rob Cross is not playing particularly well in this game at all. But Chizzy is going to feel cheated out of this victory. Yes, he's had the chance to win it. He might yet get another. Because that is 180 number 6, and it's the first for a long while in this game for Dave Chisnall.
86.
Character with a capital C from Dave Chisnall. To tighten the squeeze. Cross gets a dart for the match.
61.
Both men have missed match
88.
darts. Dave Chisnall produced his 6th 180 to give himself a chance here. 88 required.
Well, you could hear a pin drop in that arena.
People were shouting 60. He knows where to go.
Good advice.
Double, double. He hit it accidentally earlier. I think he's accidentally hit it again, but this time it works in his favour because it leaves double 16 and not the ball.
56.
Oh, and he's missed that as well. Fine margins.
25.
Match darts missed in the last 2 legs by Dave Chisnall. Will he get another chance? Rob Cross doesn't give you many second chances.
A bizarre bout.
17.
And it goes on, and it could go on.
Dave, you
Wow.
require 32.
Two of the world's best players have been dragged into a battle on the board. Dave Chisnall probably deserves to win this match.
It's been a battle on the board. It's been a battle with the board for Dave Chisnall. But Chizzy does win it! A 6-5 victory! His 4th consecutive win over the world #2. Voltage still hasn't beaten Chiz this year, and Dave Chisnall somehow finds a way when it looked like he'd thrown it away. He's into the semi-finals of the European Darts Matchplay. He's 1 win away from making the final of this tournament for the 3rd time in his career.